We have a boatload of followers on this app, and every time I post a video, I get questions on how I did something. I find in woodworking, and I guess in life in general, people are so scared that they're gonna screw something up that they won't even start or take the chance to do it in the first place. And woodworking is not that hard. You just gotta dive in, learn as you go. It's one of those things that you're gonna mess up, and you just gotta learn from those mistakes. But we post videos all the time on how we do clear coats for our tables, and I'm about to clear coat a table right now. I'm gonna show you guys the process, show you how easy it is, show you what we use. Super simple. You can do it too. Let's go. Here's the tabletop I'm about to clear coat. It's just a small breakfast nook table. It's ash. We stained it with espresso, let the stain dry for a day. Now she's ready for clear coat. We're gonna be using Minwax polyacrylic clear satin for our clear coat. It's a water-based finish. The reason I'm going with water-based finishes is because when they do dry over time, they don't yellow. Some polyurethane finishes will yellow over time. If you've ever seen a lighter colored table and it has a yellow tint to it, it's because they used a polyurethane finish. Water-based finishes tend to dry and stay crystal clear. And then we're just using our little HVLP spray station here. Nothing special. I've had this one a few years. As you can see, it has put the work in. And lastly, you want to, don't mind the hair, protect your lungs. You want to keep your spray gun parallel and about 10 inches above the surface that you're spraying, and continue past the surface. See how I go past the tabletop and I continue to spray? That way I'm not leaving big spots on each end. And overlap the previous pass about halfway with the next pass. All right, so now we're gonna let this first coat dry, which will probably only take, we'll give it about an hour. It'll probably dry before that. And then we're gonna come back and I'll show you guys what we do after that. First coat is dry, so we are ready to hit our second coat. But before we do, I'm gonna lightly sand the surface of this first coat with an older 220. I'm barely gonna put any pressure at all on this. All I'm doing is knocking down any little buildup or dimples that may have protruded or stuck on the top when we hit that first clear coat. Then I'll wipe it all off and hit it with our second clear coat. One last thing, make sure you're always sanding with the grain. So the grain pattern's going this way, always sand that way, just in case you leave some type of little scratch mark and you clear coat it and it doesn't fill it in. It's a lot less noticeable if it's going with the grain. If you go against the grain, it's gonna be the first thing somebody sees. Again, I'm not putting any pressure at all, I'm just dragging this across the top. And the real secret to all of this clear coating stuff is the shoes. If you don't got on your painting Crocs, then you're doing it wrong. Coat number 2. Now we're gonna spray just like we did with the first coat. We're gonna let that dry and repeat the steps one more time and do a third coat. And then when it's all said and done, you are left with a beautiful professional finish on your tabletop that you did all by yourself. Now get out there and give it a try. You guys got this.